to a fancy, special Halloween edition of the Backstage Pass. Ooh. I am Matthew Theall.
Donovan Troy here.
Just McFeely, and this is my dog.
The dog.
Dodger McFeely.
Yes.
And tonight, we have an extra special, super scary ghost story to tell all of our brand new fans.
And our old ones, too.
Yes.
Oh.
My flashlight is fading.
I'm sorry. Does that mean your life force is fading, too?
I certainly hope not.
Indeed. So, our story tonight will feature none other than the chairman of the board, Mr. McMahon.
Vinnie Mac himself.
Ooh.
So, submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, we bring you the tale of Grammy's Castle.
Oh no!
Donovan,
Yes.
take it away.
Once upon a time, long ago, but somehow somewhat recent in our time, Mr. McMahon, also known as Vincent Kennedy McMahon, decided one day to talk to his old friend Finley.
He's old.
Finley had told him of a story that his grandmother had left him a large brick-like castle in Northern Ireland, and they decided they wanted to go. Yes.
So together, Vince McMahon and Finley traveled across the Atlantic to the Irish countryside to visit Finley's Grammy's Castle.
That's a long trip.
Now, Finley had left out a very important detail about this house, in which this house, for the last 300 years, has been haunted by William Wallace.
Ooh.
Who's William Wallace?
The guy from Braveheart.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson was haunting
William
Finley's grandma's
Wallace.
castle?
William Wallace. He shoots lightning bolts out of his arse.
That's pretty scary.
Was this inspired by a true story, or this was actually like true events?
No one knows.
Oh.
Back to the story.
So, what's his name again?
William Wallace.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I have to get over that. I didn't know who these people are.
William Wallace.
Okay, thank you. So, Finley and McMahon find out that William Wallace had...
Ooh.
What did he do?
He was haunting the castle corridors at night.
Ah, yes. His granny had told him many, many times when little Finley used to stay over in the castle that William Wallace one day may come to your home or into your little locked chamber thing where you sleep and try to take your container of cotton balls. We really don't know why he was taking the cotton balls, but we think that they were needed for some type of cleaning purposes, but we don't know. But
Excuse me!
Oh yes, either way, the cotton balls had been taken for over 300 years. Even though I'm not too sure if cotton balls existed 300 years ago, but that's besides the point.
So for the last 300 years, this castle has been without cotton balls.
Ooh.
Now, Finley had always been a fan of cotton balls and asked his Grammy on a regular basis why they were not able to have said devices inside their home.
Which was the big stone-like castle. But also on this trip, a lovely little diva named Tiffany, that blonde one on ECW, she decided she too wanted to come on the trip because she'd always heard about this horrific story about the cotton ball stealer.
What about Hornswoggle?
He stayed in the States because he doesn't have a passport.
That sucks.
Indeed.
Now, Tiffany stowed away on the airplane, and nobody knew that she came along. The night that Vince and Finley decided to sleep in the castle in separate bedrooms so nobody would get the wrong idea,
Not in the WWE.
Tiffany wandered the hallways Now, she didn't realize that the chain that she had stolen from Chris Jericho's jeans, which have miraculously found their way onto Batista's jeans, was trailing behind her. And with every step of her high-heeled stilettos came a... and the chain dragged behind. Clinkety-clink, clinkety-clink, clinkety-clink.
I'm getting scared.
Hearing these things... Flashlight, work for me. Hearing the... Trade with me, Chester. Thank you. Hearing these things, Vince McMahon awoke with a fright. He ran over to Finley's room, pounded on the locked door. But Finley did not answer.
And why did he not answer? Because he was looking for the missing cotton ball container that was in the chamber underneath his room.
Now, this was Finley's favorite cotton ball container, the one that he had successfully hidden from William Wallace for the last 48 years of his life. The one that his Grammy knew nothing about, which raised the question for Finley himself. If his Grammy didn't know that the cotton balls were there, why did William Wallace not find them too?
That's a good question.
I'm confused.
Let's talk about Tiffany, because she's hot. Tiffany, who had still had that clickety-click, clickety, answer your damn phone already noise.
Ching, clickety-click.
Money,
Knock,
money,
knock.
yeah,
Knock,
yeah. Oh, who's there?
Back to the story.
Oh, back to the story. Back to the story who?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's a good story. Anyways, so Tiffany, with that clickety-click noise and so on and so forth, decided she was hungry. She went into the large, overly large, probably way larger than it needed to be, kitchen, and went into the little, really small, like, refrigerator, and decided to have some sheep milk, or goat milk, or whichever one you prefer. And she drank some, and then she turned around, and what did she see?
I don't know.
The ghost of William Wallace standing right behind her. In both hands he carried containers of cotton balls that were at least 300 years old. And there was little bugs inside of them too, hopping about like little fly maggot things that you find in your Taco Bell after you leave it in your floor for a week.
Holy crap.
Especially the volcano taco. That's dangerous stuff.
Yes, Casey, beware of the volcano taco.
Super spicy.
Indeed.
So, Tiffany screams, "Ah!" And then she goes, "What the hell are you?" And then William Wallace says, in his deepest, darkest voice possible,
I'm that guy.
"He's that guy." And Tiffany was like,
You look a lot like Mel Gibson.
and he was like, "Really? No one ever really told me that. I've been trying to haunt people for 300 years, and just recently people think I look like Mel Gibson? Well, that's cool. But I'm like totally Mel Gibson after Lethal Weapon, but totally before Passion of the Christ, so does that make me like even more desirable?"
Absolutely not, said Tiffany, and sad William Wallace hung his head in shame. He handed over the 2 glass containers of cotton balls to the blonde bimbo of Tiffany from ECW.
Yes.
ECW, correct?
Yes, that's
She
for
was
sure.
on ECW, and he vanished.
And we never, ever heard of William Wallace, besides on the DVD, before.
You mean again?
Oh, again. Yes.
Whoa.
And that's the story of Grammy's Haunted Castle, starring Vince McMahon, Finley,
Tiffany, and...
William Wallace.
Indeed.
and we'll see you guys in a minute in some light, because we've got something to tell you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Giggity.
And how did you like that, ladies and gentlemen? That was our completely impromptu, came up with right-on-the-spot ghost story for each and every one of you wonderful little subscribers, each and every one getting us closer to defeating Tom Bojack.
I pooped my pants.
It was that scary. So was that.
Yeah, it
I
was.
am special guest referee Matthew Thiel.
I am Eric Bischoff, circle the NWO era, Donovan Troy.
I'm the Burger King Chestnut Feely. It's hot in that mask.
Oh,
And this here is Mae Young's baby.
Yes, I'm responsible for taking care of it now.
But you know, we've got a little admission for you. Well, not admission, but
Admission, like
you know,
pass?
$5 to watch this episode.
Oh,
Thank you,
excellent.
thank you, everyone.
Anyway.
No, we've got a. Well, I've got. major announcement to tell everyone.
What's the major announcement?
Okay, are you ready for the major
Are we
announcement?
going to move
Chester,
to another
are you-
network?
Are you ready for the major announcement?
I hope so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're not moving to another network. We're staying here on the Groovy Dude channel.
Excellent.
This shirt here
Yes.
is more than just a Halloween costume.
Are you working at Foot Locker?
I am not working at Foot Locker. Thank you very much, though.
Oh, shucks.
I have officially been enrolled in the All Pro Wrestling Boot Camp to learn how to be a pro wrestling referee.
Awesome.
Really?
Yes, really.
When did you decide to do that?
When I was like 16 years old, now that I actually have a job that pays me something, I'm doing it. Donovan is incredibly jealous. Chester is very happy for me. And you guys should be too. Tell me how happy you are below. The cat's dealing with the tripod there. So until next time, I am Matthew Theall.
I'm Donovan Troy.
Chester McFeely.
And we will see you next time on the Backstage Pass.
Bye, everybody.